I make it rain on whoever. I make it rain at whoever. Bitch, I'm a dog, a blue devil. I got the hoes like you have.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Music Rabbit Hole. I'm your humble host and bus driver on today's musical journey. Happy Wednesday, people, and happy Pop Smoke Day. Looking forward to it. Hope you enjoyed Monday's episode with Bon Iver, and then look forward to Friday's episode with Say Anything. If this is your first time watching or listening to the show, the way the show works is I start with a band or artist that you may be familiar with, and then I head down the music rabbit hole with them and basically finding 9 other similar bands or artists based around Spotify's Fans Also Like feature. So my goal every episode is to, I got multiple goals, either introduce you to a band or artist that you've never heard before and now are interested in, or just to find, to find your next new favorite band or artist. That's the goal. So find you some new music, find you new artists that you might like, that sort of thing, and to for myself as well. So it's definitely a lot of fun. Glad to have you with us. And as I mentioned on today's episode here on episode 28, we are heading down the rabbit hole with Pop Smoke. Born in Brooklyn, New York, 10 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Last year and early this year, I'd been hearing a lot about this guy, and my brother had mentioned to him about him to me as well. He was just blowing up. A signature voice, killer songs. He was really becoming a rising star in the drill scene of Brooklyn. And unfortunately, as you know, he was shot in a home invasion back in February and died. But his music will continue to live on. And he's got a 2019 album called Meet the Woo, 2020 album called Meet the Woo 2. And then there's an album that will be coming out that it sounds like maybe in July or something, of some of the music he had recorded before he had passed away. So I figured it was, I know this is an artist that is no longer with us, but I think a lot of people really seem to enjoy his music, and I wanted to use him as the launching pad on today's episode to hopefully find some other artists that you can listen to as well. So the song I will be playing here to kick us off is a single that was actually put out on June 12th called Make It Rain. It features Pop Smoke and Rowdy Rebel. It's got 6 million plays. So here we go. Make It Rain, Pop Smoke. Let's start down the rabbit hole.
Watch nigga, they make you run, nigga. Yeah, suck my dick, nigga. To all the fucking ops, nigga. You know what's up, nigga. Gang. Whoa.
Look, I make it rain on whoever. I make it rain at whoever. Bitch, I'm a dog, a blue devil. I got the hoes like you have. I make it rain on whoever. I make it rain at whoever. Bitch, I'm a dog, a blue devil. I got the hoes like you have. I can't fuck with these niggas, they not 100. Trap phone keep jumping until the fiends don't want it. Tell Drell keep drumming. Tell Drake keep dumping. Run Ricky, he running. Run Ricky, he running. Look, gas in the air. You can smell the aroma. Bet I change up the motion. Pop Smoke in a Rover. Pop Smoke running over. Big wheel in the ocean. Everything icy. 3 carats in a pointer. Look, ain't no apology. The niggas down on me. I keep a pole tuck. Run up.
I mean, it's obviously sad because of, the fact that he's no longer with us, but man, did the guy have a killer voice. He's named Pop Smoke, and you can kind of hear the smoky sounds of his vocals, and just super signature, and it's sad. It stinks that he's no longer around. Next up on our list here from Georgia, Takeoff. Obviously a member of Migos with his uncle Quavo and his cousin Offset, so Takeoff, 2.1 million monthly listeners, so he's got some solo stuff as well. He's got a solo album from 2018 called The Last Rocket, and this is a song off that album called Casper. So Casper by Takeoff.
What do I want to do today? Bad bitch, small waist, pretty face. Having my way, having. She let me nut on the face. Stay in your place, shut up and stay out the way. Shut up. Decided what I'm gonna do today. What? I'ma go ride the rave. Ghost. I'ma go ride the rave. I wanna look at the stars today. Ghost. I'ma go ride the rave. Ghost. I'ma go ride the rave. Ghost. I'ma go ride the rave. Thinking about copping that done today. I'ma go ride the rave. I'ma go ride the rave. I'ma go ride the rave. I'ma go ride like I'm from the Bay. You better watch it, babe. Better up doing what Simon say. They mad cause I caught the rave. Police, they look at my license plate. They look at my jewelry when I hop out. Start singing Amazing Grace. The feast we eat before we jump in, my nigga, we gotta say grace. My grandmama gone, but can't be...
Casper by Takeoff. All right, next up from New York City, Jay Critch, 1.2 million monthly listeners. 2018 album called Hood Favorite, and he also appears a lot on Rich the Kid's album, Rich Forever 4. You should have heard Rich the Kid on the last week's episode. I think on Wednesday or Friday I played one of his songs, so there's a connection there. The song I'm going to play here is a 2019 single here by Jay Critch called Dreams in a Wraith. It's got 5.2 million plays. Dreams in a Wraith, Jay Critch.
I just woke up, had dreams in a rig. Still round in a polo t-shirt. I just woke up, had dreams in a rig.
Hey. I just woke up, had dreams in a race. Still round in a polo t-shirt. Shorty look too damn good in the face. I'm flipping her around on the bed so I can see her. Money get tall, and these niggas not involved. Bro got it all if you need work. I cut it off, I was only showing love. I could never ever need her. Make 50K like tonight, that's easy. Baby, I make it look like, believe me. Chain leaking, now she wet like a squeeze. Broke bitches giving me heebie-jeebies. These hoes could never afford us. I count my racks out of boredom. I got a new bitch, she gorgeous. Stack to the sky from the flora. Get it, then I get some more. She keep calling if she want me to hit, but I only fuck her when I'm bored. Her nigga pussy, let him talk all that shit, man, he never jumped up off the porch. They know my gang is as real as they get, nigga.
Jay Critch, Dreams in a Wraith. I think at some point I want to do an episode where I focus in on specific regions of the country, like New York or Atlanta or things like that. I think that could definitely be a lot of fun. All right, next up, Smokey Margila, from the Bronx, and the lore that I read is that Smokey once snuck into a club and performed on stage in front of A$AP Rocky, and impressed him so much that he later got signed to A$AP Mob. And I think he's only like 18 years old, and I think he was 16 at the time or something like that. 289,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. No albums, but a bunch of singles, including this one from May 18th called 10 O'Clock. Again, we're listening to Smokey Margila. Probably saying that wrong, I apologize. I'm a moron.
It's like 10 o'clock.
This is that loud track.
It's about 10 o'clock. I'm still on the block. Bustin' chops, I gotta get to the guap. I got 12 on me, still tryna get me locked. But now I'm at the top, so ain't no more 7 rocks. Now Smokey got some BBs on his chain, and a brand new drop. Ringing bells, I'm sure you know the name. Bitch, I'm calling shots, yeah, I'm calling shots. Come and get your thought. Spin your strip in the Hussein, make it black hot. I was driving stoneless, no I'm frozen. I'm dripping in Rick Owens, switch lanes in that foreign. I don't need no type of rider, I'm a freestyler. Yeah, the phantom with the driver, so go get your bands up. It's Margila, man. Niggas talk down on my name but still be fans. I'm hopping at that land. At the top, Smokey high up off this.
Smokey Margila. That's who it is. 5th on our list here. Moving on to Chicago. Valet. And I do know how to pronounce that one because it says so on his profile. Valet. 752,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. He's signed to Good Music, which you know other artists on that like Kanye and things like that. 2017 album with Chase the Money called VTM. A 2019 album called Runnin' Rich. And this song I'm going to be playing is off of that 2019 album called Runnin' Rich. The song is called Pepsi by Valet. If I did a region thing, doing a whole episode on Chicago music, that'd be awesome.
I get my word from the narco. Count the money up, I got no callous. I done spent 2 G's on salads. I'm using my phone below average. Bitch, I die less like the Mavericks. My bitch popping like you open up a Pepsi. I got niggas hitting licks and I'm investing. Diamond in the rough, you gotta buff it.
vibe. It's kind of, at least in that song, it's kind of, I don't want to say sleepy, and it's not an insult. I just think it's kind of like very low key and kind of laid back. And sometimes, you know, especially with, you know, you hear drill music and things like that where it's very the opposite of that. But then you hear some of these artists where it's just very just chill, and it kind of just, you know, just he's just talking to you. It's just interesting. Halfway through today's show, this is when I stop and remind you, please comment, like, and subscribe. If you are enjoying what you're listening, what you're watching to, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If there's a band or artist that you have not heard yet and you would like to, go ahead and comment below. Or you can email me, themusicrabbithole@gmail.com, or DM me on Instagram, _music_rabbit-hole. Again, I'm putting together a fan-submitted music episode. So if you are a musician, a rapper, artist, whatever, go ahead and send me a link to your music. I'd love to put it on the show. And then also subscribe. I appreciate you for if you're vibing and enjoying what you're watching, go and hit that subscribe button. That way you get these episodes automatically in your inbox. They air Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 a.m. Eastern time. I don't expect you to watch it at 6 a.m. Eastern, but that way it's just right there in your mailbox whenever you do want to watch. All right. The second half of the show will start with Z Money, also from Chicago. 51,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. 2017 album called ZTM. 2018 album called Chirac Mogul. 2019 album called Shorty Paid. This is his latest single that he's put out from March. It's called Cold Cuts by Z Money.
I'm posted, biscotti got me toasted. Roll up with my fofa, I ain't got no holster. I can make the throw up on the show. Told her cause I'm natural, I don't want no coca. Like Texas is gon' go down, let a nigga think it's up. Texas on the F-150, think I need a bigger truck. And I ain't playing no slot machine because I don't need believing luck. For it be like hockey team, we catch a nigga, beat him up. And I line out my Tito's, I just came out here to eat some stuff. If I had a good, I probably won't even fucking cheat on her. See money, can I meet her? You could meet me, see a deal, son. That little bitch a eater, she could come to KOD or something. Motel 6, she sleeping, that little bitch can't even see the truck. I was on my traffic with a load of desert eagle tuck. Bitch, why you crying? Got no money, get her feet done. It's 215, then knocking in the trunk, go put them speakers in. Before I got the Gucci money.
Cold Cuts by Z Money. All right, next up, number 7 on our list here. We're going to Lil Duke, a drill rapper from Chicago. 190,000 monthly listeners. Bunch of albums in 2017. I don't know if those were all tapes that he dropped or if Spotify has that incorrectly, but there's like 7 different albums that are showing up under his name in 2017. So who knows? But it does show 2018 album called Reality Check, 2019 album called Blue Devil 2, and then, yeah, like I said, a bunch of albums from 2017. This song I'm going to be playing is from one of those albums called Lil Duke, and the song's called On My Vibe, and it features Travis Scott. It's got 2.9 million plays. So On My Vibe, Lil Duke, Travis Scott.
Travis Scott and Lil Duke. Yeah. Rodeo, shit.
On my vibe, I be drinking. Every time, while we do this. Spend my mind on my grind, I'm not selfish. We break up, then make up, we can't help it. I've been sipping, I've been popping everything. Let's save some time, we ain't gotta tell no names. They say they want a real one, they say they want a real one to make them feel young. Feel young. Feel young.
Been fucking with some bad bitches out in every state. I can't deal with them if they too young, play don't come my way. I just want you on the road with me while I chase my dream. She make me feel young, all we do is play. We break up.
I'm gonna stop him there. Again, you can listen to the full song on this Spotify playlist in the description below the show. The point of it is to just give you kind of a launching pad to these artists for you to go explore on your own. 3 more to hit up here on this episode. We are heading to North Carolina with Strick 58,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. 2017 album called Risk Equals Reward. 2018 album called Risk Equals Reward 2. 2019 album See You When I Land. And 2019 albums, other albums that year, The Machine Volume 1 and Volume 2. Those are two separate records. This is from his 2019 album called See You When I Land. The song is called The Loop by Strick.
See you when I land. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, the track on.
You know. Yeah.
Tuck my gun, never hide my jewels. Take it right back to the church. Yeah. Boost mobile, working my moves. Yeah. Roberto Cavalli, white Jew. My bitch speak Japanese too. Put her and her friend in the coupe. 200 rounds ready to shoot. 100 racks in all blue. Too rich, I don't need no boo. Bitches only love the loot. Kicking them out the loop. Too rich, I don't need no boo. Bitches only love the loot. So we kicking them out the loop. Taekwondo roundhouses.
I like that. The Loop by Strick. 2 left to go. We're heading down to Atlanta. 24 Heavy is the artist. 74,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. 2018 album called Heavy World. 2018 album called Safe Mode. And an album that was put out in March of this year called Pandemic. Makes sense. That's what's going on. This is a song off the new record. It features Mario and Lil Keed. The song is called Slime Mob.
Hey, yo, Ren, turn that up.
They won't smoke, we let them sticks breathe. Not my kind, I think they misbreed. Throw out that ride like I'm fishing. Another level, I'm on a big league. They want some money like a bitch bleed. It's fry like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bullets still flying like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Niggas still dying like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mama still crying like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pay me what you owe me or you dead. Take the same money you owe, put it on your head. I ain't tryna kick it, ain't got no legs, yeah, yeah. Heard no nigga talking, they the feds, yeah, yeah. Clientele, fuck that shit, nigga, we buy and sell. Feet kicked up like a recline chair. I bought that work, don't need no scale, nigga. Bust down them bells, back on seal, nigga. Sticks breathe. Not my kind, I think they misbreed. Throw out that ride like I'm fishing. Another level, I'm on a beat.
Crazy song. Slime Mob, 24 Heavy, and some other folks on that one. All right, finishing things off. Again, we started the journey with Pop Smoke, may he rest in peace. And then we hit up some other artists like Lil Duke, like Jay Critch, Strick, and some others. And now we will be wrapping things up with Dirty Tay. Dirty Tay was signed by Lil Baby, 26,000 monthly listeners. So I think fairly new rapper, has some singles and things like that, but did put out an album in January called Way Bigger on the Low. So maybe we're catching him on the way up. This song is off that album. The song is called In My Bag. That is what will take us out on episode 28. Hope you enjoyed it. Go check out Monday's episode with Bone and Bear, and check out Friday. We'll hit up episode 29 with Say Anything. And then starts all over again. We'll keep doing this. Well, support all these artists. Go buy all their music, their merch, and things like that. And, the point of the show is to discover some new artists. I hope you did today. It's been another episode of The Music Rabbit Hole. Take us out, Dirty Tay.
Jumped in the street before I was ready. Told my bitch we ain't going no steady. Pack your shit, bitch, better be ready. Flexing on the ground, got my last bitch jelly. Got a new DM, this another bitch text. I was in head, nigga, I didn't text. Still blowing on my phone, I wasn't doing on my text. The kid living life, he ain't doing on my stretch. My bankroll getting bigger, I swear this shit stretch. They think I ain't gang, cause I ain't got the necklace. I been standing down and I earned my blessing. I been down bad and I learned my lesson. My lab bill straight, I turned to a list. I think I ain't